probably should have turned this camera around. I'm about to turn the fan off. Hold on. Y'all hear me good? Sound good? Sound check? Good? I gotta get me, look, I've been swimming in this thing a lot and I ran it over. And it like folded in half right like that. But this thing's a tank, dude. I got another one. I gotta order 2 more. I put this thing through hell. Through hell. Let me give it a minute. I know it's 3 o'clock in the morning, so there's a good chance that a lot of people aren't going to see this, but it's okay because I hope that it sits and gets viewed a lot of times because I know. Let me start by saying this. I made a post. First off, hello to everybody that's in here. Give me a minute and I'll check the chat. But I made a post about Dax and my opinion on Dax. I just gave my opinion on his record deal. That's it. People lost it. And I didn't even really give my opinion on Dax. I just said Tom lied. That's it. And let me give you some backstory so that everybody understands. Oh, check this out. I got 2 of them ready. A smaller one to start, and then the bigger one to finish. It sounds good though. Y'all hear me clear? I'm in a bad spot of the house, but I'm in the only area I can be loud. I'm good. Okay. All right, so this is how this is going to start. I'm a fan of Adam Calhoun, right? I'm a fan of Adam's music. I seen Adam was coming back to music because if everybody doesn't know, he retired from making albums. So he said he was done with rap. He was only making music with his friends. Okay. So about 8 months has gone by. I think it's been about 8 months, 7 months maybe, since he said that. And I seen that he's got the Brave 2 coming with Tom McDonald. So I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. Cool. We'll get more Adam. One day I was sitting around wandering YouTube and I seen Tom McDonald was live. So I was like, I'll pop in here and see what's going on. They were promoting the new song, Black and White. They didn't say the name of the song yet. They said that, well, this is what Tom is promoting this song on his live, telling everybody, be ready. We got a huge announcement tomorrow at 9. Make sure you tune in. This is the biggest independent song ever. No. We did something that's never been done before. That's what they said. This is what Tom said. So I'm like, yo, this is going to be pretty dope. I wonder what Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun did. At this time, I don't believe, and I could be wrong, but I don't believe it was ever spoken that Dax was going to be a part of it, of the song that they're promoting. So I work nights, so I ended up, doing my normal thing, going to work, whatever, came home, went to bed. I woke up and I seen the post from Adam Calhoun. And it was, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think one of the songs was released on Adam's page. They've been doing them on one and the other, right? So I seen that they released that it's going to be Tom, it's going to be Adam Calhoun, and it's going to be Dax, right? And Tom promoted the song as the biggest independent song ever. 3 of the biggest independent artists came together and made a song. Now remember, I'm not really a fan of Tom McDonald. I listen to some of his music when it's in a playlist. I don't mind it. It's not like I'm searching for his new albums, yada, yada, yada. So I was taking Tom's word. I was saying, hey, look, he's promoting it as the biggest independent rap song ever. That's what he said. Okay. Song comes out, people love it. It's crazy. Everybody's reacting to it. I reacted to it. I thoroughly enjoyed the song. Like I think it was a great message. I think it was a great idea. It was executed well. The rap in the track was top notch. Like they all killed it. You know what I'm saying? Like every one of the all three verses were top notch. Dax killed it. Acal, in my opinion, had the best verse, and he rapped his ass off. I agree, Joshua, but they didn't say it was the only. They just said three of the biggest. So I was like, yeah, that's true. Now check this out. I only know of Acal because of Upchurch, and I only know of Tom McDonald because of Acal. And I only know of Dax because of Leroy Biggs, which is kind of crazy. Leroy Biggs, a long time ago, I was like, "Yo, have you ever heard of a cat named Dax?" And I think it was the Grinch song. I think that's where I learned it at. Yeah. So I learned from these artists from, in my opinion, the biggest independent uh, country rapper. Because we all know Tech Nine's huge. Tech Nine's an independent artist, so we have to remember that. We have to give Tech Nine his flowers once too. But anyway, let me go back to where I'm talking. So the song's out. People are making comments. People are talking. Hey, this is not true. And I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't know enough to say you're right or you're wrong. Um, so anyway, so then I kind of started doing my homework. Um, I got friends in the music industry. I got friends outside the music industry. I have friends that just like to listen to music. So I kind of ran it by a couple people, and we all kind of did our own homework, I guess you can call it. And it come back that, in fact, that Dax was not independent. And he hasn't been for a while. It's not like it just happened a couple weeks ago. So I was like, all right, it is what it is, right? So I was marketed a song, um, and now look, some people are like, oh, well, why does it, I have a lot of comments. Why does it matter if he's independent? Why does it matter? It doesn't matter, to be honest with you. It doesn't change anything. The song was still a dope song, and it doesn't change the fact that um, they killed it, right? But as a fan of independent artists, like I would rather listen to an independent artist that's mediocre than listen to a mainstream artist that's epic. You know what I'm saying? Like, so anyway, I have more of an appreciation for an artist that does it on their own. So like, look, so I researched Tom a little bit. Tom owns his own record label, Tom McDonald. That's his record label. But with that being said, Tom McDonald was also a professional wrestler. He understands the the sales tactics. He understands the marketing. He understands it. That doesn't take nothing away from him. I'm not saying that Tom is mainstream. My point was is Tom has worked with mainstream. Tom has worked in the mainstream media. He has been around that shit, dude. He has, and that's okay too. Adam Calhoun is a proud American with his own American clothing line, and it's doing well. I think Adam is smart for making the Brave two, especially with Tom, considering that Tom is very political. I guess you would say. I would say political. In my opinion, he's very political. Um, Acal is very political. They're very American. Even with Tom not being from America, they support America, and that's great. I think that Adam, his music doesn't, nothing is affected by this. Like that's what a lot of people are trying to like come at me sideways about it. Like I'm not saying the song is bad. I'm not saying they're not good artists. That's not even what I'm saying. I'm saying that Ryan said it a while ago, about maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. And, a lot of people probably laughed at him, but he told us all that this was going to happen, that the mainstream is eventually going to just start pretending independence. They're going to start marketing the independent artist or the independent audience. You know what I'm saying? What's bad? Yeah, Tom has played the game well. I'm not saying that Tom hasn't played the game well. I'm not saying that. But what my biggest issue with it is you can't, as an independent reactor, as an independent, like somebody that's a fan of music, of independent music. Like I think it was kind of messed up for him to market it as the biggest independent song of all time, and it wasn't independent. That's my only issue. And I'm gonna, when I get done with this, YouTube wouldn't let me do it. I'm gonna tag them in it because I tagged them in my other post. A lot of people were like, "Well, why don't you just ask Dax? Why don't you just ask Tom? Or why don't you just ask Acal?" Well, I wish it was that easy, because I would. I've watched interviews from Dax that talks about how he doesn't believe in the mainstream. Like, they're demonic and they do a lot of evil shit. So my question to Dax would be, well, why are you signed with one of the biggest corrupt music labels there are? And it's Sony. You know what I'm saying? Sony he's with Columbia, which is a sister company to Sony, but that's my question. Like, I'm allowed to not be okay with that. Like, people seem to forget. Like, I'm allowed to be irritated that I was marketed a song that wasn't what it said it was. Bro, I would have had more appreciation for the song if Tom and Adam come out and be like, look, we're two of the biggest independent artists in the game. Like, there's some other people bigger than us, but we're the two of the biggest independent artists in the game. And we have decided we're going to do a song with our buddy that's a part of a record label. And it would have made a bigger impact for me because listen to the song that they're singing, right? And it's essentially released with an artist that's a part of a label speaking his mind about what's going on in our world, bro. That has a bigger impact. Like, I feel more appreciation for the song, but it's irritating to know that I was lied to about how I consume the song. It's and people call it petty, people call it crazy, but look, if we let this shit go all the time, eventually everybody's going to be independent. And that's what Ryan's point was. Like, everybody is going to say they're independent, and they're going to market independent fans. They're going to use us, essentially. August 2022. So it was over a year ago. Well, it was about a year. It was about a year from the time he signed. And look, I'm sure the argument's going to be that he made this song way before August 2022, and that's fine. But you can't release something as an independent song, market it to an independent crowd, and then be like, "Oh well, he was independent then. He's not no more." It's not believable no more. And I don't, like, the fucked up part about it is I love Adam Calhoun's music. I think what Acal is doing is it's pretty dope. He has a different style of a country boy. He has a different lifestyle. He loves his family. He appreciates his family. He lives like, the average Joe. He makes dope rap. That song Black and White, bro, I never heard him rap like that before. So I don't believe that there was a form of an intentional manipulation. I just think that Tom is good at marketing. Tom seen an opportunity and he took it. I mean, bro, Dax, listen, this is another thing. So if nobody understands this, I don't know what to tell you. Dax got famous from a Joyner Lucas diss and a Catch Me Outside girl. You know the Catch Me Outside. He took Catch Me Outside and chopped it up and put it and made it into a beat, and he made a rap about Danielle Bergoli. You know what I'm saying? Dax has also made a rap about being pissed off that Hillary Clinton lost to Donald Trump, and he was moving back to Canada. So it's weird to know that this dude's part of a label. Tom and Adam are completely against a lot of the things, and that makes it unique and special too, because it's two different opinions working together to make one song. Yeah, Tory Lanez. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't mean Joyner Lucas. I meant, maybe it was Joyner Lucas one, but I meant Tory Lanez. I've watched so much shit to try to understand it, and it like he called all these people out. Dax called all these people out. Everybody diss me or diss me, and he kind of handpicked the diss he wanted to respond to, and it was Tory Lanez. And it was fire, bro. Yeah, Hillary and the Slammer, right? He was upset that Hillary lost the election to Donald Trump, and he was going back to Canada, and he made a whole song about it. And he has the right to do that. He has the right to do that. That's his right. But then to turn around and to kind of, it's just weird. It's different. So if you're a lot of people don't look into it like this. A lot of people don't care. A lot of people, I'm not sure you're talking about. Maybe Kenny Reacts. I don't think Kenny Reacts is chubby though, but he's a huskier guy. But anyway, let me light this joint. I've been thinking a lot about this, bro, and I like, it's mind-boggling to me to see so many people get upset. Like, I had people telling me that I'm destroying Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun and Upchurch's relationship. That I'm doing it. I'm destroying their relationship. I'm like, you can't be serious. Like, I don't have that power. You know what I'm saying? And if I did have that power, I wouldn't even use it. I don't give a fuck who's friends with who. I don't care. Did I point out the fact that Dax was signed to a record label? I did. Why did I? Because you can't claim that and not be that. That's false. That's not, that's everything that I go against. Like, I don't like the mainstream media and the mainstream music because they are not real. They're fucking, it's a fabricated story to get everybody's attention, and they make music and it's not. I got COVID and I'm tired. I'll catch this live tomorrow when I wake up. Yeah, I appreciate you, Johnny. Yeah, like, I guess it's fucking, like, the way it looked to me, it looked like this. This is just my image after the fact. I felt like Dax did a bunch of bullshit, you know what I'm saying, to try to get his fame. It's bullshit to me because it's like, I've heard some really good songs from him. I've had people tell me that don't know anything about this, that I just conversating, talking about Dax. Today at work, actually, a guy told me that he believes, and this is a New Yorker. This guy's from New York. He likes hip hop. He don't listen to bullshit. Like, he's a Nas fan. Dude, we were talking about it today. He's got a lot of love for real rap. And he said that Dax is the best thing for rap since Eminem. And I was like, you think? He's like, bro, that dude can rap. And he ain't lying. I won't take that away from Dax. I think the route I think he's a very mysterious fellow. I think Dax is. I don't think, I've seen him on a lot of podcasts, and I've seen him answer questions, and they're kind of left open at sometimes. Like, he doesn't really truly answer them all the way. Leaves it open for interpretation. But that's all right. It's just his way of answering a question. But I don't. It's confusing. Can your political party change? Of course it can. Can your political views change? Of course it can. Um, but it was just odd to look back and to see, everything that he's talking about in these songs were brought on because of the people that he supported. It's kind of confusing. Yeah, that's what turned me off the Tom too, bro. I'm not down with the auto tune. I don't really like it. I actually listened to. I heard today uh, one of the songs off the first brief, and he had a lot of auto tune in Adam, and I didn't like it. I didn't even recognize it was Adam's voice. I went back and listened like 3 or 4 times, and yo, it's just it was him, and it didn't sound good. So yeah, like I'm not throwing no hate on these dudes. I think they're phenomenal artists. If anybody knows me and knows my channel, I respect everybody's art to a sense. Like, do I have to like Tom's music to agree that he's a good artist? No. Do I like all of Tom's songs? No. Do I like some of his songs? Yeah. Do I think that he's just trying to push the message to America that we need to wake up? A little bit. But I also think he uses that as a marketing ability. Like, it goes back to this dude was a part of the WWE, the Worldwide Wrestling Entertainment. Like he was in a business to deceive you. I mean, look how many kids grew up believing that wrestling's real. There was fights in middle school with me and kids arguing the fact that, yeah, that shit's real. What are you talking about, bro? No, it's not. You guys are idiots. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, I mean that's the same. So I usually don't like autotune, but sometimes it sounds good. Not gonna lie. Yeah, Mike, I agree. Sometimes if it's used properly, like T Pain, I love T Pain's autotune. T Pain is still the master of autotune, but T Pain could sing like a motherfucker too. So if the autotune wasn't right, he would just sing it. You know what I mean? And yeah, I know it's scripted. Real fights about to take. So yeah, so no, like that's my thing. So, and that's he's using his experiences in life to further his life and further his success. I can't be mad at that. Do I support it? Not if you're lying. And the little bit of knowledge that I've got from Tom and listened to him, he's lied to me. As a fan, that just is. Uh, if I told everybody in here right now that I'm about to drop the most epic independent reaction you've ever seen, it's all edited by me. It's all done by me. I have no funding, no attachment to nothing, right? And then a couple days later, you find out that Vic from the Country Rap Report sent it off and had it edited by a professional and paid all this money to do this. I'm not saying that that's what Tom does. I'm not saying that. Just say I lied, and it wasn't independently done. It was done from an outsource. Would you guys be okay with that? Would you be like, oh yeah, it's okay, Kurt. We get that you were just saying that, or if I've been saying, here's a good one. What if I've been telling you I've been doing these from my phone for over a year, 600 something videos all from a cell phone, and it turned out that I had a badass camera set up and 5 computers that I ran it through an editing software and yada yada yada. I mean, and I believe, and if you guys agree with me, let me know. I believe that if he would have came out and said, look, here's 2 independent artists working with a dude that's signed to a record label that's got 3.2 million Spotify listeners monthly. Hey, I appreciate that. I'm glad you caught alive too. But yeah, I feel cheated, bro. I feel like I was deceived, like I was lied to. Like the store said, "Hey, this is shot by so and so," and it wasn't. Sounds stupid, but maybe Tom didn't know. There's no way Tom didn't know. There's no way because listen, okay, here's another thing. Here's another thing. this is another part. I'm glad you brought that up, Bulldog. So this is another thing that upsets me. So after the song came out and after the reactions started coming out, they went live and talked about it, right? If you were around, you'll probably remember that. They talked about it, and Tom sat there and he was like, yo, this almost didn't happen. Like, this was so close to not happening. There was a lot of problems that we ran into. He's like, but it's not my place to say Dax's business. That's what he said. And I remembered that because I'm like, what does that mean? What do you mean? You had a lot of, if you're a fucking independent artist, and all three are independent, you're gonna be like, yeah, let's go, run that shit. It wasn't that controversial, bro. It's facts. Like, blacks and whites should all get along. We shouldn't have this fucking divide. It shouldn't be there. If somebody's a piece of shit, that yeah, you don't like them, you stay away from them. If somebody's a good person, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you, regardless of what skin color they are. It's obvious. Like that. There's no. You shouldn't have to teach that, dude. That shouldn't be a teachable fucking. Oh. So when that was all said, you had a great opportunity right there to correct what you've been saying this whole time, and say, look, we're independent. I made this album independently. Adam Calhoun is an independent artist. We worked on this shit together for the last year, independently together. Dax is our friend, signed to a record label, Columbia. We worked on it with Dax. We made a track with Dax. He's on this. We took two independent artists and put them with a mainstream artist and made a song together, a controversial song, a song that people are going to be upset about. That would have been cool. I would have fucking, it would have made me even more excited to say, hey, I'm proud to be fans of these people. That's called honesty, right? That's, I don't know how anybody can argue with me in a comment section about this that says I shouldn't be upset about that. I shouldn't feel some type of way. Bro, I've been fucking fuck the mainstream. Screw these labels that you don't need them forever. The entire life of my YouTube channel, I've been that way. I've argued with good friends about that. I've argued with people that, like, it's crazy, dude. So I just feel like now, here I am fighting and saying, yo, fuck, these artists are dope, bro. These people are awesome. Shout out to Nova, because Nova does it independently. Shout out to Nova. Tom does it independently. Shout out to Tom. Acal does it independently. Shout out to Acal. Right? But Dax, he don't do it independently anymore. He did do it independently before, and shout out to him for doing it independently before. But what possesses somebody to say, okay, now I'm going to give that right away, and I'm going to make it hard to make a song with my friends? That's what happened. That's what I believe happened. I believe what Tom talked about when he said, hey, this song didn't almost even happen. Yeah, it probably didn't happen because the record label said, no, hell no. You guys are not, no, we're not doing that. It's not happening. Could I be wrong? 100% I could be wrong. A lie, no matter which way it's told. Yeah, no, I know, but see, the thing is what bothered me the most is people were like trying to say that I was destroying a relationship with certain people, that I was causing a problem. Like, have you watched my channel? Have you watched what's going on in my channel? Like, there was a big ass couple months, the whole Struggle Jennings Upchurch thing. Did you, me? I just wanted to understand it. And I have seen, and look, this is another thing that kind of makes me kind of scratch my head. I've seen Acal and Tom McDonald and Dax all comment all over about this song to all types of different channels. Big, small, medium, super big, super small. somewhere, right? You would think that they would be like, yo, Dax was signed. We made, like, I mean, I guess they don't have, there's no need for that. Like, yeah, I guess there is no need for that. I don't fucking, it ain't, who am I? You know what I mean? Who am I to need that clarification? I'm one dude. Oh well. Maybe he did tell people. I don't follow him close enough to say maybe he did say, oh, this is three independent artists, but he ain't independent no more, but we were at the time, and maybe he did say that. I don't pay enough attention to Tom to know. At the time when I heard him talking about it, it was the biggest independent song that ever has been done. It's never been done before. We're doing something that never has happened. This has never happened, guys. This has never happened. Nobody's ever done this that we're about to do. It's at the end of our video. Just watch for the end of our video. It's never happened before. You guys are going to be amazed. It's never happened. That's all I kept hearing. And it was hyping me up. I'm like, yo, this is going to be fucking sick, bro. What is this guy doing? And it was at the time. And it was fucking until I started putting it all together. And I'm like, yo, maybe these people are right. Maybe these people in the comments are right. Let me start doing my homework. I'm a reaction channel. I'm supposed to understand the music and understand the shit I'm listening to, not just be a fan. I gotta be a little bit more than a fan, right? Gotta know what I'm promoting. Gotta know what I'm. If honestly feeling like too much with those guys. Struggle is dope. I wonder how he feels. Yeah, I don't. That ain't my business. I could care less how Struggle feels about dating his daughter. To be honest with you, Mike, because it ain't my daughter and it ain't my relationship, and I could care less. That shit, dude. I don't care. Like people, and this might sound rude or disrespectful to somebody out there, but I got people I know that'll ask me how my family is and how my kids are. Motherfucker, don't talk to me about that. Like, I appreciate it. I appreciate the concern. I appreciate the, and if you're friends with them, that's okay. Like, I get it then. Like, if you met my family and you know my family and shit, like, that's one thing. But if you ain't ever met my family and you're asking me how my family's doing, like, motherfucker, you don't even know. They could have been doing fucked up before. How you know what they're doing now? And curiosity, I get it, Mike. Like everybody's curious. I'm sure it's crossed my mind. But like I don't I've got better over the years with impulse control. I think about shit a lot more. This is why we're going live about this right here, because I've thought about this till my brain can't think about it any longer. You know what I mean? Like what do I like? Not what do I say, but what direction do I need to talk about it in? Because people seem to think that I was downing them or talking bad about their song. I wasn't. I was pointing out something that Tom said. That's it. The song was fucking phenomenal. They killed it. They rapped their ass off in them tracks. I can't. There's no. The beat was crazy. The video was crazy. Everything about the music side of it was great. But Tom saying that it was three independent artists, I still don't. That's why I went back and thought about it. Well, maybe it's the WWE shit. Maybe it's the marketing ability. And then I'm like, well, why would Adam go along with it? Why would Adam be okay with hearing that this is the biggest independent song, knowing Dax is not independent? I thought, well, maybe Acal didn't even know, or maybe he just, his clothing line. I'm like, well, maybe he's got American clothes. He wants, more numbers for his clothes. I get it. You got a business, you got a family. You're trying to push your numbers. Like that makes sense. You're working with Tom and Dax. They're both controversial in the media and in the American circle, and the target of clothing that he sells would be sold to Tom McDonald supporters, Dax supporters. I mean, it started making more sense. And I'm not saying anything bad about that. Kudos to Adam for marketability and understanding that you can't just sell the same shirts to the same 1,000 people all the time. People don't want to just wear nothing but your clothes. Shit, he sells quality shit, bro. Like, I gotta get some Weldon shirts. A buddy of mine's got some clothes from him, and it's top notch. And there's a sale running right now and everything. Well, it was. So I don't take that away, but I have to understand it, right? Before I could judge something, I have to fully understand the situation. So then I was like, all right, let's look at Dax. Let's go look at Dax. And it was kind of mind blowing what I found, because not only does he not like, from the interviews and stuff that I've watched, he doesn't like mainstream. Mainstream. I'm not stressed about it. I'm a conversationist. Like, I like conversation. I like thought. I think that's important. Um, I just think it's an important thing to challenge your thoughts, and you know, I like to do. I like music. I like media. I think that this genre needs more media. I think this genre could benefit from things like this being brought up and questioned, because if I noticed it, somebody else noticed it. And maybe there is an honest explanation for it. So rather than putting a lot of bad taste in people's mouth, I want to talk about it. I mean, people make mistakes, bro. Like, we all make mistakes. And you have to understand that Tom's got such a large audience that once you say something, that's it. Like, if you made a mistake, you better own it. You either own it, or just keep riding it and just hope nobody catches on. I mean, I don't know what else you would do there. You can't make sure you tell everybody all over again that, oh, I made a mistake, Dax was signed. Like, there was thousands of people in there coming in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. How do you correct that? Should you? Yeah. How do you? I don't know. I'm not Tom McDonald. I don't have millions of subscribers and millions of listeners, and I don't have that. So I don't know, but I can have an opinion on it, Holly, and that's all I'm doing. In his description, there was no mistake. Right, that's a good point. He typed it in the description when he put the YouTube video out. He put, Dax is here on behalf of, did it say on behalf? And see, music, like, it won't fail. Like, that's what people seem to forget. So I'll use an example, and I'm going to use this as an example. People are going to say, oh, you always talk about Ryan. Fuck, I don't care. That's what I'm going to talk about. So Upchurch has got songs with other artists that don't have numbers like they should. Damn, I really got burnt today. Flash burnt. He's got songs with other artists that don't do well because there's no marketing in the song. Upchurch is not attached to a label, right? So if he does a song with somebody else, that song is dependent on doing good based off their fan base, right? That's it. There's no push for it. There's no wave of people watching it because it's pushed through mainstream. So when this song came out through Tom McDonald, the label, Columbia and Sony, I'm sure that they're not going to let the song fail because their product is attached to it. Dax. Right? There's no way Columbia and Sony are going to let something fail with their artists attached to it. Church don't need to push it. It's going to go. Well, I'm not saying that, Bulldog. What I'm saying is it's not going to... No, you're wrong. Ryan puts it out on his channel. Right, it goes. He puts it out on Spotify. It goes. But if another artist... I found a few of them. I need to start writing these shits down. There's a guy that has Ryan as a feature. He sings the hook, I think. I think he's the hook. And he has a little tiny verse in it. And the guy don't even credit him as being on the song. Dude, that song has barely any plays, any views. Nobody's even... Most people don't even know that fucking dude exists. Right? It's because if Ryan was a part of a label and he did a song with somebody else, the label would grab that song and shove it into the algorithm. Because they want their product to be successful. I'm sure that Dax doesn't get 100% of whatever he's supposed to get from Tom McDonald because he's signed to a label. He can't produce music that they're not benefiting from. That's my point. And correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I am. Maybe there's a contract and they said, oh no, Tom can have all the music and give Dax whatever money he wants to give Dax. I don't know. It's not my business. But the only reason I'm questioning is because it was fucking lied about. Imagine that. Ryan doesn't own his own label, too. Ryan did own. Ryan owns Holler Boy Records. 100% Ryan owned Holler Boy Records. And that's a good example. Like, look what Chase did. So Chase wanted that marketability, and Chase wanted to uh, be in that mainstream limelight. So while he was a part of Holler Boy Records, he was fucking preparing to become a mainstream artist. That's what he did. So of course he did all these shows and went on all these tours and went nuts. Like shit makes sense. And Dax has got an American tour and a Canadian tour, and kudos to him. Congratulations. That's dope. I hope he kills it. I hope he sells out all the shows. I mean, that's just being honest. I just don't get why Tom lied about it. You can see it on Dax's face. He's not as happy, and that's why. Amber, I did notice that too because I seen like he put out a lot of music and then he just went away for a while. And when he came back, he made a lot of heartfelt shit. But I mean, you don't know what somebody's going through. Dax is huge in Africa. Yeah, bro, Dax is a good artist, man. I'm Dax, Tom, and Acal all are dope artists. They're all their own artists. They're all different in so many ways, and that was the cool part about that song. That was really the dopest part about the song is that they're all different, and it made it even better to me that Dax is a part of the label. As crazy as that sounds, but I really think that even shows so much more influence to the fact that you can say that Adam Calhoun and Tom McDonald, two independent artists, two big independent artists, made a song with a bigger mainstream artist. In a controversial one. It's just irritating that it was not sold right. My comment was referring to what Cece said about Dax. His label. Oh, okay. You guys are having a conversation. I can't believe Dax got on that with Tom. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it is cool. That is a really dope event. Why wasn't it sold as that? Why wasn't it sold as that for what it was? Why has Ryan been hating so hard on artists doing better than him? Y'all just need to talk to your friend because he is hurting himself. Dude, how is that hating? This is another thing. I don't know if you guys that say that this is hating are a part of just what type of community of music you listen to. Like, Ryan is a hip hop fan. Ryan is a hip hop enthusiast. Ryan, if you talk to him about music, he knows his shit, dude. And rap is different, man. You gotta be cocky. You gotta be confident in what you do. Like Ryan's been shit on from Luke Combs. Ryan's been shit on from Morgan Wallen. Ryan's been shit on from Chase Matthews. Ryan's been shit on from so many different people, bro. Being himself, like being a nice, cool guy. Like, hey, I'm fucking Ryan Upchurch. How are you? Let's make music together. And he did, dude. He look at the track record, bro. But then you get shit on. You get told, take this song down that I made with you because there's a rebel flag in it, or because this dude's mainstream. You get told, hey, fucking, I'm not hanging out with you because I'm mainstream and my management team has told me to stay away from you. Like, and bro, and correct me if I'm wrong, but in those times, Ryan was just being fucking Mr. Musician. He wasn't even worried about other shit. He was remixing Broadway girls. He was doing his thing, man. He was doing his fucking thing. and people were just shitting on him left and right. Like, so how can you be mad at a hip hop guy that believes in what he's doing, that's good at what he's doing, and people fucking shitting all over him, and he's like, you know what? Fuck these motherfuckers. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'll make music by my goddamn self. I don't need it. Even solidifies even more why labels suck, because you ruin friendships. Like, these dudes made a fucking kick-ass song, bro, and because there was a rebel flag in it, something of the South, something that Ryan don't see that color shit, dude. Ryan's just a person, bro. Take it down for what, dog? We made that song together. That was a badass song. Why am I taking it down? Oh, because it's a bad look for this label you're a part of, a bunch of fucking people that don't know you. No, that's my problem. So that's why I think record labels suck. I think they're unfair. I think I looked. Do you know who LL Cool J is? LL Cool J. This story has been around since I was a young ass kid. This dude signed a record label, signed a deal, right, for 20 albums. LL Cool J had to make 20 successful, half successful albums for the fucking money he signed for 10 years ago or whatever at the time. Don't need nothing but his guitar and his vocal cords. When Morgan knows what the flag is to Ryan. No, it wasn't Morgan. It was freaking Luke Combs. Luke Combs was the one, Mike. Luke Combs was the one that was who that was. So it's like, bro, when and I wasn't a fan of this country rap shit, southern hip hop, whatever you want to call it, my whole life, right? I was a fan, 5 years ago, roughly. And I wasn't a fan of all this shit. I didn't know nothing about it. I listened to Upchurch and a couple other artists, right? I didn't know nothing about mainstream music. I knew it was weird. I knew some of the shit was different, but I didn't start learning about it until I started listening to independent artists. And then I got a respect for them, to understand that they shoot these videos, they do all the marketing, they go to these shows. Like, if you've never been to an independent artist show, what Upchurch did was unreal. It really was. What he did in Municipal was unreal, bro, because I've been to shows with artists that got good Spotify numbers. And they're small independent shows, and they're in fucking backyard areas, kind of, small little venues with poor lighting and a mediocre sound system. I mean, good, but not. Dude, when we were at the Municipal Auditorium, I was like, yo, this is fucking crazy. When the chicken feathers went flying all over me, and there's fucking chicken feathers flying everywhere, that is the mecca. Like, you're like, yo, look at this shit. Look what we have done. That was the independent glow that I felt like, damn, that's badass, bro. It's showing that any person, anyone, any one of us with a talent, if you got a talent and you have the ability to market the talent, you don't have to market it to the death of it. You don't have to beat people in the head with it. You just have to get it out so people can hear it, make it available to people, and if it's good, guess what happens? You start selling out arenas. That was cool. That's why I like independent music. When you're a part of a label, it takes all that away. Shout out to Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll, fucking awesome artist, phenomenal artist, right? Jelly did great numbers. Jelly went and did shows, I think. I don't know enough about that. Now he's fucking selling out arenas all over the world, or all over the country. Mainstream help. Yeah, it's dope what he's doing. It's awesome what he's doing. I think it's great. But I'm a fan of an independent artist. So for me, that's cool. But there's so many other people that are doing that same thing. Awesome. Congratulations. No hate, no disrespect. No, I'm not throwing no shade at you. It's just not how I would do it. And I'm entitled to have that opinion. I can see Jelly Roll live, and that's about it. I mean, look, dog, at the end of the day, however somebody does it is okay. Like, Do it how you do it how you feel you should do it. You got to sleep in your bed. You got to walk in your shoes. I don't have to. I don't have to. It's not my problem. But for me, I just felt like I was a little bit deceived. I would have still listened to the song. I would have still thought the song was good. I probably would have gave it more attention and thought, damn, this thing is fucking awesome that these dudes did it. They're changing the barrier. Not only are they trying to bridge black and white, but they're trying to bridge the independent mainstream scene to where these small guys can make music with these bigger artists. That'd be dope as fuck. Could you imagine like Dax and Bronax on a track? Like that's crazy to think about, right? They're both spitters. Like I feel like a lot of artists um, take away from the fact that like okay, look at I use a different example. Somebody that everybody should know. Do you guys know who Hard Target is? Look at Hard Target. Hard Target is an independent artist, right? Hard Target enjoys music. Hard Target would probably, if the right label came around, and I've just heard him speak in interviews, he would maybe make a transition into something like that. Maybe not a mainstream label, but he's been on Mako. He owns his own label now. But would he work with somebody like Jelly Roll or fucking Morgan Wallen or uh, what was it? Man, there was a guy he was listening to for the interview I did with him. I can't remember his name. Would he do music with them? I'm sure, right? Would they be able to do it with him? Probably not. That's the divide, the mainstream label divide. No, don't work with that little peon. I don't know. Maybe I think about this shit too much. I'm gonna smoke this other joint, and then I'm gonna be getting up out of here because it's what 4. That's what we call in the punk rock world selling out. Yeah, I know that that's what they call it in a independent country rap lane too, a sellout. Like I understand. So okay, so I use this as an example. Look at FJ Outlaw. FJ Outlaw beefs with a lot of people that he doesn't agree with. He talks, hey, fuck you. FJ don't believe in diss tracks. FJ don't believe in that hostile. Um, I've heard him talk about it in the interviews that he's done. He don't like it. He thinks it's like a negative thing, but he will call a motherfucker on a shit. That's this thing that people forget. Ryan is a hip hop artist. These artists are hip hop artists. Look at look at what Dax did with the whole everybody. He told everybody. Dax told everyone in the rap game, diss me, please diss me. Like he did that, bro. And when he came back with that diss track, that contributes to how big he is now. That's crazy, right? And there's people yelling at me saying, "Oh, Ryan shouldn't be able to talk about that. Ryan shouldn't be able to say that." Why not? I have a friend who did music and Jelly featured 2 times, 2 different albums. Yeah, and did those tracks do crazy well at the time? No. If you did it with Jelly right now, it'd go nuts. I did a rewind. You catch up on what y'all been talking about. What did Too Fresh say again? Yeah, I agree. You do what's right for your career. Look, bro, check this out. If right now somebody called me and said, "Hey, Kurt, we'll give you $15 million to only talk about buffaloes, buffaloes from Colorado," you all would be calling me a sellout, right? If I went and I took it and said, "Hey, I'm taking the $15 million, 50 million, whatever they gave me, and I'm fucking supporting my family, and I'm becoming a buffalo farmer. I'm gonna buy a house in Colorado, and I'm gonna buy 50 buffaloes. We're making buffalo videos every day. And if you guys don't like it, I'm sorry, but I gotta do this for my family. Call me a sellout, call me a piece of shit, call me whatever you want to call me. Call me a millionaire while you're at it. But that's accepting something and owning it. If that's what you're gonna do, if you're a piece of shit, not saying that anybody is, but if you're a piece of shit, the best way to accept it, or the best way to get away from being a piece of shit, is accept you're a piece of shit. Say, you're right, I am. Fuck. Let me correct myself. That's all I'm saying, dude. I know you would miss me, Holly. I know you would, but I'm not saying that that would happen. And I don't mean that as like a way to say, oh, I would sell out, because I say that I would do that, but at the end of the day, I don't know if I would, because I don't know if I could be a buffalo farmer. You know what I'm saying? I would have to really, I would have to go check things out. But it would be essentially a job, right? I work at a job. Everybody gets a job. People work at their jobs. You do shit that you don't like all the time. You make money doing it, so that's how you support your family. But it comes down to, and that's why I'm sensitive when I talk about this a little bit too, because I understand a jelly roll situation, right? You want to better your life for your family. I get it. I understand a Dak situation. You know what I mean? But I also appreciate an Upchurch situation. I also appreciate an Adam Calhoun situation, a Tom McDonald situation. If anything, I appreciate those situations more. You know what I mean? Because I know what we're getting is authentic. It's what they want to make. It's not what they're told to make. It's not a job, essentially. What did Too Fresh say? That's not true, Too Fresh. That's not true. I disagree. I disagree tremendously, because Eminem would definitely not still be rapping, battle rapping, if he didn't sign with Dre. No way. I mean, maybe, but not nowadays. You don't need a record label now. It's not. We're not talking about when Eminem was rapping and people were still bumping CDs and tapes. Like, this is a different era, dude. The marketing is right here. I've never bought an ad. I've never bought shit. You know what I'm saying? I never needed to. I make my videos. I make my own thumbnails. I share them on my Instagram. I share them on a TikTok every now and then when I get time. I share them on YouTube Short. I comment on other videos. I say, hey, dope reaction, bro. People say, oh, it's Captain Kurt reaction. Like, that's marketing ability. I'm doing it on my own. What do you mean? I'm not rapping. Now, if I'm rapping, it's easier. I'm making rap videos. I'm rapping along. I'm putting them on YouTube and I'm putting them on Instagram. I mean, look at Big Murph. Look at FJ Outlaw. What do you think these dudes had? I mean, they're not huge artists, but they're comfortably living. Look at Burden. Look at Meezus. What do you mean? Look at Upchurch. What do you... So, sometimes 3 million subscribers is more than enough, right? It's depending on the lifestyle that you want to live. Ryan lives comfortably. He's got great Spotify following. He's got a great, I'm sure Tom McDonald lives comfortably. I'm sure Adam Calhoun lives comfortably. And these guys don't just do the music. They have other businesses that they run, other, companies that they're dealing with. So I disagree. I don't believe Eminem would still be battle rapping Ryan. I think he wouldn't be nearly as big as he is right now, but I don't think he'd be battle rapping Ryan. And look at what Eminem's had to do, bro. Eminem's had to completely change his... If Eminem was still Eminem, he wouldn't sell any albums anyway. If he was still telling people to fucking... He was locking his wife in the trunk and his mom, getting her out of the closet, and it wouldn't sell nowadays. People are too sensitive. He's got to be... he's got to draw attention from the softies, and look what he's doing. He's swinging over there with the Bidens and dogging Trump, picking up all the leftovers. He's just scooping leftovers. That's all he's doing. He knows better. He knows. He's going to get canceled if he sings about what Eminem's really repping. He changed for the money. It's what it is. Call it what it is. Accept it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a problem. Accept what it is. When I heard ideas, my mind was blown. Yeah, me too. Me too. I don't know, y'all. I could ramble on about this shit for all the time. I'm gonna just let y'all talk about what you all want to talk about, and I'm gonna smoke this joint, and I'm gonna answer stuff. Too fresh. What? What am I right about? That if Eminem was rapping about what he wanted to rap about, what he's rapped about his whole career, that he would get canceled and shut down, and nobody would listen, and he wouldn't sell a single CD. Like I can't be okay with that. That means change who you are to make money. Sounds like the devil to me, bud. And I'm not religious whatsoever. Oh, Samson's fire, bro. Samson's fire. If Samson wouldn't have been gone for so long, and I wouldn't have been waiting to hear what he was dropping, I would have done a reaction to what he just dropped. Yeah, there's gonna be a part two to it, so maybe I'll do a live and do the first part and then the second part. What's up, KC? M hasn't left. They just dropped the fire ass song. Yeah, I know he hasn't left. Bro, Eminem is still probably the like. Look, okay, Eminem. If Tupac was still alive and Eminem was around, I think that would be insane. I think that would be fucking epic. Like that, I was thinking about that tonight because the Tupac thing. I feel like if Tupac was still alive, he'd be a modern day. A modern day. So, before you guys freak out, what I'm about to say, a modern day, like today, Martin Luther King. His political knowledge and his knowledge of people, Tupac, he was freaking. That's what makes me believe that he didn't. It wasn't who we think it was, or it was paid. He didn't leave for no crazy. He was uniting gangs, bro. Tupac was putting gangs. He was bringing gangs together. He was shutting shit down, bro. He was, dude, crazy. What did Mike say? Oh man. Based off of a couple things, I don't think I don't think dude, that's a hard dude, Eminem is a beast. Like what he did to what was it, MGK? What he did to MGK was unreal. Like he drug that kid up and down the fucking court. I mean, he drug him around in that diss track. And I think he did it a few times. But I know one I hear it all the time at work. All the time it's on the playlist. I hear that mug all the time. I think Ryan would keep up. I think it would be hard. It would be hard. But see, the thing is Ryan wouldn't give up. So maybe M takes round one. Ryan definitely takes round two. Because Ryan's going to go first. There's no way M's going to diss Ryan. So Eminem's going to respond to Ryan's first diss. He's gonna get him. But then Ryan he's going to be on it and already have round two ready. He gets him in round two. They go into round three, and it's an epic showdown. Round three is an epic showdown. And I say that it goes so hard that people they call it a draw. Maybe. I think it's going to be torn. I think Upchurch fans are going to say Upchurch won, and M fans are going to say M won. So the numbers are going to be way different. Yeah, I appreciate that, Joshua. I don't know, man. I got love for the people I listen to. I'll be honest. When I hear something like the Ren and the King Dada, I have no attachment to either one of those artists. I don't, Ren's dope, but I don't like turn Ren on all the time and listen to it. Ren beat him. Uh, Knox destroyed Dada. I mean, I don't believe that M would beat Ryan the way that a lot of people would try to say he would. I believe Eminem would definitely have to put that pen to use. He wouldn't be able to just wing it. Dude, Ryan's had a lot of diss tracks. Ryan's made a lot of music. Yeah, but I believe Ryan would definitely get him round two. M wins round one, Ryan wins round two, and round three is like an insane. Like they both kill it. You know what I'm saying? Like I I could see it being like, oh, I'm like, bro, Eminem fucking bodied him, and then turn around and be like, oh my God, Ryan jumped out of the grave and fucking slashed Eminem. You know what I'm saying? I could see it. It would be like a Freddy versus Jason. Like they would both end up just being dead. You know what I'm saying? Because Eminem's gonna dig, bro. He's gonna dig and get so much, and Ryan's gonna do the same thing. So they're both gonna just be, and they both don't have. Well, see, that's the thing, bro. Eminem's got a little bit of a filter now, because he's what he is. But I don't think. I think Ryan's got the independence where he can say what he wants, and I think that's. And look at this. Think about this. Right now, if it happened, no, I think Eminem loses drastically because there's so many people that just don't like Eminem that right now, if Ryan got on him about some of the shit that he's been doing, that would be pretty much it. I don't know who Easy Mill is. Couldn't tell you what I think of Easy Mill. Tom dissed who? Bulldog said Ryan wins hands down. Yeah, I appreciate that, Joshua. MGK would not body Ryan, dude. MGK, I'm sorry. That would be a good one. That would be a good one. I think Ryan kind of threw a jab out there at him. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I do know. Is that Spanish kid or something? Maybe I seen it. I don't know, dude. I couldn't tell you, bro. My dog Bulldog. Bulldog say M ain't keeping up. Yeah, MGK. Like I'll be real with you, MGK. Ryan's too quick for MGK. MGK would fall asleep. Like he would not. He wouldn't be able to hang, dude. Ryan would beat him up. Like you guys don't understand. I'm gonna give you some inside baseball right now. Gator didn't want the third diss track, right? He didn't want that. I promise you, he didn't want that. And the crazy thing is Ryan had these things loaded up before this fucking dude could even blink. Like it wasn't. It was nothing, dude. It was nothing. Nothing. Those diss tracks took him nothing to do. Like I'm gonna smoke a joint and write something. Like I'm telling you, Rap Demon was way better. But you got. to That's what my point is. If he sat down and really put a pen to a paper and said, you know what, I'm gonna dog these motherfuckers, dude, it would be scary what would come out. Especially right now, dude. If he come back in a Nacho Libre mask and started dish rapping everybody that fucking he wanted, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Like he's Ghost right now, right? What if he comes back Nacho Libre style, fucking mask on, look like Terminator. You know what I'm saying? Just come talking his shit, dude. Calling everybody out. Dax did it. What up, J Out? Rap Demon was good, but MGK was more hip hop. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. To a fan of Ryan, Ryan wins everything, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what people seem to forget. That fan is gonna accept it. A fan of MGK is gonna say, yeah, MGK won every time. I don't. It is what it is. And what I might think is good, you might think is trash, and vice versa. It would have a lot of material. Ryan talks his shit, but Ryan would have that same material. Ryan would have a lot of material on Eminem. You know what I'm saying? It would, but that's the fun thing about hip hop. I think that's what people lose. People lose that fact. Like everyone's getting a little older. You know what I'm saying? The generation's different. So when 30-year-old men start dissing 30-year-old men, people start feeling some type of way. We start forgetting that this is hip hop and this dude makes music just like this dude makes music. You got to remember that hip hop is not, it's not country music, it's not R&B. So people get upset, oh, why is Ryan talking about Tom McDonald? Because he don't like his music. He's allowed to. He's an artist too. Tom might not like Ryan's music. I mean, why is that a problem? Why is that a divide? How is Ryan not liking something dividing anybody? It's a weird thing. I don't mind, like I've said, I don't mind some of Tom's shit. I really don't. I think he's got his own niche. He's got his own sound. He's doing his thing. He can rap. Sometimes he loses me in it a little bit, but sometimes he don't. Sometimes it's crystal clear what he's talking about. I think Acal had the best verse on Black and White, and then Dax, and then Adam. I mean, then Tom. Don't get me wrong, skill wise, Eminem is one of the best ever. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Eminem is a beast, dog. Eminem is, yeah, if not the best to ever do it. The most talented rapper to walk the face of the earth. Dude, I'm smoking on all types of shit in here. I got green wildfire, some Durban poison, some garlic cookie thing. Dude, I got all types of shit in here. Nate did well. I like more. Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about Nate from Father Son Reacts? Yo, his song's pretty dope. That's what I'm saying, dude. And that's a different sound. Everybody's a different sound. You can't judge somebody all the time based off of what you like. Gotta look outside the box. Dax had a good verse, bro. Too fresh for me. Dax had a good verse. He did. But like, look, I'm gonna tell you how I judge this. Too fresh. Good point. Dax always has quality verses. Like even when he's rapping about some shit that I might not agree with, like the Hillary song, he was fucking rapping his ass off. Uh, the Daniel Bergoli rapping his ass off. Dax always is rapping his ass off. I didn't expect anything less from Dax. Tom, pretty much the same. Now Adam, what Adam did on that was insane, dude. If you've listened to Adam Calhoun's catalog of music, the dude can rap. No doubt. No doubt the dude can rap. But bro, what he did on Black and White, I was like, yo, this motherfucker. I can't wait to hear what he's done on The Brave too. I don't even know when it drops. Friday, I think. Dude, garlic cookies is good. Hey, Amber, I wish I wouldn't have tried to do it at 4 o'clock in the morning though, because my audio was crap in the intros and shit. That's what sucks. because I need to I need to record those, like actually set it up like a recording studio, where I can do it. Like there's boxes and shit you can buy for it. Yeah, M is no doubt the goat. But like I believe in Ryan's diss tracks, dude. I'm telling you, he's talented with them. And if somebody was like a willing participant that was battling, and he knew, hey, I can battle this dude and I can really go at him, and they're not gonna be like, oh my god, you're battling somebody, because people get sensitive, dude. Now M, no, that's everyone would be like rooting it on. Yeah, Adam just don't. Adam, I've never heard Adam rap like that too fresh. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not taking nothing from Dax, but I'm a fan of Adam's music. One, I've watched Adam grow as an artist. Two, in right now, what he just did on that, if that's any indication on what's about to be on the Brave too, oh boy, that's what I'll say, because I haven't heard that from Adam. I tried them GMO cookies. That shit sucks, man. No, no, man. I got. I don't know. This Florida medical is different. Like I was even fucking with AD. If you guys know what I'm talking about the jar weed, because it was ceramic, but that shit was gas. J-Op, it's not out yet. The Brave 2 ain't out yet. Garlic cookies is just a strain. It smells like it has a garlic smell to it, but it doesn't smoke like that. It smokes like cat piss, to be honest with you. It's got like the it's got like a it's hard to explain what it is. It's more of a if you're a good hydro fan, like of an old school, that's what it reminds me of. Mike, again, love Ryan, but Thomas' whole team is like, I don't know what that means. You're a trip, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I believe M gets him round one, Ryan takes round two, and the third one ends in a fucking amazing. I think it would be dope. I think it would be dope. Even if M bodies Ryan, I think it would be pretty cool. Just to say, oh yeah, fucking Ryan Upchurch and Eminem have 3 diss tracks out. That'd be fire. Yeah, but I don't know, bro. A legend doesn't. See, that's what people forget. We're all men. We're all men. There ain't no man that's gonna walk into a room and intimidate me. It ain't happening. You might try, you know what I'm saying? But in the mindset of a man, in the mindset of protecting your own and you, and you're gonna. It, that's why I don't understand. Like people talk about that fight or flight. I guess. I guess there's some sort of should I do it or should I not going on, but if it's the protection of you or your family, no, no. What'd that say? Let's try to read that, Amber. I hate doing this on the phone. I'm in Washington State smoking on some pink lemonade. Yeah, we all bleed. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I don't know. I mean, look, what was it? What was it? MGK, right? Yeah, MGK and went at it. And just signed a new cat. Who wins? Easy Mill? I don't even know who Easy Mill is. I'm gonna ask Too Fresh for you. Who wins? Easy Mill or Upchurch in a diss? Yeah, go look up Screwface. too fresh. Do you know what he's talking about though? It would be difficult runners for sure. Yeah, he's just I feel like look, I feel like he's really good at country, but I feel like he just loves to rap. I don't even know who Easy Mill is. D Libby, who wins? Upchurch or Eminem? Bro, the way Adam Calhoun was rapping, dude. Adam was killing that dog. I was thinking about. I wish I had my other phone out here. I could play it. If you ain't heard it, Easy Mill is young. I don't care if Easy Mill is young or not. Oh, that's why you said it. You said church. Yeah. No, because I don't know his talent. If you're a fan of hip hop, you really should go listen to that battle. I don't even know who Easy Mill is. Yeah, J Hop. See, J Hop didn't get. Well, I guess maybe. No, he didn't get the true. Well, yeah, he did. Cause yeah, he did. J Hop's my dog, bro. If y'all don't know about J Hop, that's my dog. See, J Hop's a good example, bro. J Hop shoots videos, and he lives a successful life, and people don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? People don't know about him, and he lives comfortable to where he would be all right with just making his videos. You know what I mean? Making his videos, being with his friends, his family, and living his life. I'm not trying to speak for him, but that's my example for like being independent is okay. So having a record label is okay. Like, I'm not dogging Dax for being signed to a record label. I'm not at all. Kudos to Dax. But I just think the fan that I am, the type of music that I enjoy, the type of artist that I respect, I'm definitely, without a doubt, gonna say that it was wrong for Tom to call it what it wasn't. And it was a lie. Gelato, ice cream cake, strawberry shortcake runs. No, that's a variety there. J Hop. See, J Hop smoking good. I heard Ryan say a lot of times he likes. Yeah, bro, this is what I'm trying to tell you. People can like people and still make a diss track. Like, you can be friends. That's what hip hop is. Oh my gosh. I feel like, so hear me out. I feel like in the genre of country rap, a problem lies with this, and I notice this a lot with Upchurch fans or people that liked Upchurch, right? And it's not a bad thing, but I'm gonna point this out. A lot of those people like country music. Majority of them, I'd say half and half. Half of them like country and rock. The other half like rap and rock. And there's a bunch of them that like all three. So I think what happens is country fans that know country music and country music scenes, they're like, yo, why are these people yelling and bickering at one another? What's going on? They don't understand a diss track. They're like, what? What? What did you just say about his what? Like there, it's. You said that. What? Words? You said words over this to them? Like, it blows their mind, dude. And I'm just like, oh, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, that sucks. So it's two different. It's a respect for an artist's craft, um, but like so Adam makes a point, right? Recently he's going through a lawsuit that he chose because somebody said something about him that wasn't true, that was horrible, right? If somebody's talking shit about him in a rap song, guess what he's gonna do? He's just gonna make another rap song about them. Like, if he's upset about it, is what my point is. So in music, if somebody's talking shit about you in their music, you would think that if it was upsetting you, you would talk shit back. That's how rap music works. That's how hip hop has been since I've all the time. I mean, look at the Nas and the Jay-Z, right? Go back then. Go way back. Go way back. Look at the Biggie and the Tupac. Like, that's what created like crazy good fire aggressive rap. Like, rap has evolved over, motherfucker, you're out rapping me. Well, I'm gonna out rap you. And they and then Twister's like, oh yeah, watch this. Here, hold my beer, hold my joint. That West Coast shit, they're just different. You know what I mean? Kenny's about to beef with Rex. Kenny and Rex about to go in at each other. And yo, they could do that. That would be fire because they both talk shit about each other all the time on the internet, like live. Kenny, shout out to my dog Kenny. He just gives Rex hell, bro. He trolls him about not hearing him, and I love it, dude. We can hear Rex loud and clear, and Kenny just dogs him out, dog. And he gets so mad. Bro, Kenny will be answering what Rex is saying. Rex is still believing that Kenny can't hear him. Dude, he asked Kenny, bro, I can't hear you. And then Rex says something like, oh man, my forehead itches. And he's like, damn, bro, scratch your forehead. And then he just keeps, I can't hear you. It's fucking priceless. And if they made diss tracks back and forth at each other about that, I would listen to them. I don't like to listen to them bitch and bicker sometimes, but I would listen to Kenny talk shit about Rex not getting the fact that we can hear him fine. I would listen to a diss track on that. I would. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I guess, I don't know, man. So I just wanted people to know. I probably went longer than I needed to because I wanted to kick it with you guys. But I just don't think what Tom did with the whole Dax being independent was right. And then for him to put it in the freaking hoochmagag, the description that Dax was here on behalf of Colombia, it just don't sit right. And people in the comments were questioning why I said it and what I meant and why am I tearing. The comments blew my mind. The comments blew my mind. Why are you tearing apart their relationship? Who? What? Think about what you just said. Captain Kurt Reacts is not tearing apart Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun, and Ryan Upchurch's relationship. I promise you he's not. On everything. How does it even make sense? Yeah, Dax is signed. Dax is signed to Columbia, has been for a year, and he's not independent. Yeah, that's what I said. Tom lied. Tom said this was the biggest thing. Here. I'm gonna do my best, Tom McDonald, guys. And no disrespect to Tom. I'm just trying to be Kurt because I'm getting tired and I'm on. Yo, what we have done. In the time that I'm saying this, his sound was messing up, so he was like echoing. What we have done has never been done before. Never. What happens tomorrow morning, what you're about to see on my Instagram, never been done. Ever. Never. Guys, I'm telling you, we're having t-shirts, hats, vest, everything. When you find out what happens tomorrow, it's never been done. I'm like, oh, that's dope. They got albums, they have fucking tactical vest. I got a little bit of extra money. I might grab me a tactical vest. Pop up in here. What? So that was cool. That's what it was marketed to me as. Then I wake up and I see it. I'm like, yo, the biggest independent. Oh my gosh, bro. Dax, Adam Calhoun, and Tom McDonald. No way. I'm like, yo, I'm ready for the reaction. I'm ready for this track. Right? Yeah, I don't want no smoke with Knox Hill either. Knox Hill's a great fucking rapper, bro. Anyway, I freaking react to it. I hear it. Beautiful song, great song, fucking fire lyrics. Acal killed it, Dax killed it, Tom killed it, whatever. Yo, I start investigating it based off of the comments. That's what the reactions do, right? It triggers people to say things for you to understand the song more. Something you missed, something you didn't know. And people start saying, but Dax ain't independent. But he's signed. Dax signed, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, I couldn't say no, he didn't because I don't know. Quick Google search. What? August 2022? That's a year ago. So I shared it on YouTube. Told a couple people that we've been talking about all this shit, and there you go. I mean, if you think about it, bro, it don't take nothing away from the fact that it was a dope song. Being a janitor, who's recycling music? But yeah, so that's where I'm at with that, y'all. I mean, I didn't want nobody to say, well, why didn't he respond to those? This is my response to all the fucking comments. If you left a comment wondering, or if you questioned why I had an opinion on on a lie that I can say was told to me, Tom McDonald did tell me a lie. Whether you want to accept that or not, he told you a lie. He told everybody that was listening and anticipating the song to come out as the biggest independent hip hop song that three huge independent artists were ever a part of. Then he told you a lie too. And that ain't no disrespect to anybody. That's just a fact. The lie was Dax ain't independent. Dax wasn't independent for a year. Yes, is it still a good song? Yes. It's a great song. Dax makes great music. Dax is a phenomenal rapper. Like I said, the dude at work today told me that Dax is the best thing since Eminem. Like Dax is comparable to M's ability to rap. And that's coming from a hip hop head, dude. That's coming from a dude that don't even know half of the artists that I've asked him if he knows. What? He's like, no, that ain't, no. I play it, and he's like, yeah, they're good, but no, that ain't rapping. That's kind of rapping. Dude, somebody else just said Dax is like a modern day Tupac. I mean, I guess. Tupac's mom was a part of the Black Panthers. Tupac was very political. Tupac was very musically educated. Yeah, maybe. First time I heard of Dax was when he did the song Dear Tom McDonald. Yeah, dude, Dax has got a song. He does a rap god. Dude, oh my goodness. He does a rap god. Dax wishes he was a modern day Tupac back. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know they're nothing alike. I don't think he means that. I think what he means is like if Tupac was around, I believe that Tupac would make a political song. I believe Tupac would destroy whatever political party he was against, or both of them. I believe that. I don't doubt that whatsoever. What did Amber say? Dude, Dax is good. There ain't no argument. Well, you ain't gonna argue that with me. I've heard, dude. I'm telling you, I was a fan of Dax off of the Grinch song when it first, one of his Grinches. And yo, when I heard him do some of his, I ain't. There ain't no doubt that dude can rap. That dude can rap. But shit, I'm about to get up out of here. I've been smoking all night. I've been working all night. I'm tired. Like I said, I wanted everybody to fully understand that there ain't no shade at the song or at none of the artists. I just felt lied to, and I don't know the word for it completely. If you ain't gonna call it a lie, which you can't change the fact that it was a lie, but if you want to be more, uh, like there's people, and I'm sorry if you take this to offense, but it's the pussification of a person. Like we have we've become so soft and so weak-minded. I guess it would be that we get mad at somebody's word. Like we get mad at being told the truth. Like if I lie about something, call me a fucking liar. don't don't twist my arm and say no. You're just withholding the truth because that's a lie too. You know what I mean? And if people would just get that back, that we could just call it what it is and fucking accept it and keep it moving, that would make America great again. That would change a lot of things, dude. The softies and the Me Too's and the dude, that shit is for the birds, bro. We all go through shit, dude. We all have problems. We all deal with crazy life. I mean, we're all equally fucking dealing with shit. If we all could figure out how to deal with it together and actually have news like news used to be, where it's, you know, public meetings, communities getting together for beach cleanups and you know, promoting positive shit, dude, and trying to get people to look at it through a different perspective sometimes. If we worried about that, if that was what we worried about, shit, dude, we would be we'd be light years ahead. I think that's what, like, Chinese people, bro. Like, shout out to the Chinese people. Like that, the Asians, that background of people, dude. They love each other. They care about the people. Like maybe their higher ups don't. Their bigger corporations and their leaders, they don't give a shit about their people, right? But for some reason, those people love each other. They're making each other soup when they're sick. Their neighbors, they're walking soups over and fucking holding hands with their friends through the, you know, they're skipping around, going to school. It, and they have like limitations that are held on them, and they're like controlled and shit, and they love their fucking life, bro. And that's what these political leaders see. They're like, look, these Chinese people are controlled and they're told how to live their life, and they're skipping and making soup and selling stuff at the shops and being nice to one another. It's fucking crazy, right? And we can't figure it out. We can't do it, dude. We can't. It's getting worse. It's getting to the point now where bullying is just a thing, dude. Bullying is like normal. Before a bully, a bully is put on TV, bro. My day, when the colleges started beating the fuck out of people for these dorm things and these initiations, dude, colleges were putting that on the news. Like, we got bullies. Now, that's normal. There was kids stealing sinks and shit at school around here. And toilets and taking the fucking levers off, bringing tools to school and ripping them. Taking the, I mean, yo, that's crazy. I'll talk to 20 minutes. But we all can't, bro, but we all can't. All of us, dude, we can't freaking figure it out. Because we have so much influence from the media and social media and music. I was explaining to my son, you keep listening to this fucking Kodak Black dude that's all strung out on drugs, talking demonic shit. Like, that's you can't you can't hang around with it. You can't listen to it constantly. You're listening and it's going in your brain, dude. You're melting your brain with this nonsense. But I don't know, y'all. I would rip off on a tangent about this because I believe this shit. I believe in it. That's what I'm saying. I believe in what Tom is talking about. I believe in what Adam's talking about. For the most part, when Dax is trying to be civilized, like with this black and white shit, I believe in that. We shouldn't hate a race. We shouldn't hate somebody for the color of their skin. We shouldn't judge them for the color of their skin. You shouldn't. I don't know why it's even a discussion. The reason it's a discussion is because it keeps being brought up over centuries of time. It has to be a fucking, it has to be a good or a bad. It can't just be a piece of history. Like if you break your ankle 5 years ago, you don't talk about it every day, all the time. Hey, I broke my ankle. I mean, maybe every now and then it gets brought up. Hey, don't do that. You might break your ankle. But it ain't brought up as, hey, you might not want to say it that way. That's kind of disrespectful. It's exactly what Mike says. Is that racist? And then somebody has the opportunity to say, oh, yeah, I don't like that. No, bro. It's a fucking opinion, dude. Some people are nasty, rude, disrespectful people. That's at the end of the day what it is. It's a form of disrespect. Sometimes people could try to call it assault even, right? You could verbally assault somebody. It's verbal assault, right? It's disrespect. It's aggression. But it shouldn't be deemed racist because racism is a better word for it. But to call it racist is it shouldn't be used as a form of explaining it that way. It's not. It's a form of disrespect. If you keep it that way, people just learn to respect each other. It becomes a form of either I'm going to respect you or I'm going to disrespect you. And then we're trying to combat disrespect. We're not trying to combat 9,000 different forms of disrespect. It goes the same for the LGBXY. I don't even know the letters, so I shouldn't try, but I'm trying to let you know what I'm talking about. It's a form of respect. Do I go around in public making out with my wife everywhere I go? No. Do I see other couples doing it? It happens. Most of the time, I see fucking hands on the ass, kissing every time you stop, sometimes stopping to kiss. That's a form of disrespect. If you're straight, if you go both ways, if you go every way, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It's a form of disrespect. Do I believe that females should play sports with men? Fuck no. Do I believe that men should be allowed to play with a female? No. If it's a competitive co-op game, go ahead. Go ahead. By all means. But there's a reason that there's a number that has to be like 5 and 4 or 6 and 2. You can't have a bunch of grown. That's like that goes against what you're taught in school, that women muscle structure is built differently than a man. You learn that in physical education. So you're trying to erase every bit of knowledge that you've ever taught people. Why? Because it doesn't fit a narrative. It's crazy, dude. And I'm sure YouTube don't like me talking about it, so I should be a little bit more. I don't know. I'm not going to shut my mouth, though. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. If you're in here and you didn't hit a like button, leave some comments on this video for me if you don't mind. Try to share it in the algorithm, get it going. I messaged YouTube and said, "Can you take the shadow ban off me?" And they said a shadow ban doesn't exist. They said 18% of your subscribers have the notification bell turned on, and he said that equates to like 2,700, like 2.7 thousand of your total subscribers have a bell on, but only 1,700 of them pay attention to the notifications. So he said I'm supposed to notify all my subscribers that they need to check their settings and make sure that their notifications are turned on, and that I can only give out 3 notifications in a 24-hour period. So if I'm sharing things and I'm posting things often, you guys only get 3. I'm like, well, that's weird. Because I don't think I've ever posted more than 3 videos in a day. But maybe I have. Anyway, I love y'all. Have a good week. What can I say? I saw something saying we about to... Yeah, dude. I see that shit all the time, Kenny. But I stopped watching the news. I stopped watching... When there's a hurricane coming, if I get some knowledge from the YouTube streets that there's a hurricane, I watch the weather. And I'll watch the weather every now and then just to see what's coming for the week. The heat and the cold. When the cold comes, I'll be watching. I don't like the cold. But anyway, I appreciate Tom. I appreciate Dax. I appreciate Adam. I appreciate anybody that's doing this music thing that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Dax makes great music. Would I have been a mainstream artist if I was Dax? No. Do I think that would be the wise choice? I don't. I think he would have done fine. I would have known who he is. I would have known because he did a song with Tom. He did a song with Acal. And they're independent artists. So I believe he would have been fine. But I love y'all. I appreciate you guys. And have a good day. Have a good week. You'll probably see me this weekend. Maybe. I'm trying to get a couple interviews that I got scheduled to be done. I got a King Kush interview. I don't know nothing about that guy. I don't know anything about him. I've heard a couple songs from him, but I don't know nothing about him. But yeah, I got that coming. I got a couple other ones. I gotta lock in the dates. We've been jumping around. I get busy, they get busy, so I got some stuff coming. British Be Good, Jay Hollyberry, Mike, Amber, y'all. Appreciate you. Love y'all. Be easy. I'm out.